What is going on, my Guardians? It is I, Birdman, back with a Destiny Rising video, and this is going to be my honest take so far with my time playing Destiny Rising. It is only on mobile currently and should be on PC eventually, but this is all from the closed alpha. You have to be invited to get into it or had one of those codes that they were giving away to the community. But I just kind of want to break it down so far and kind of just give my overall thoughts on it. I will say I am playing on an iPhone 15 Pro, so obviously it's got some pretty decent guts on the inside to, handle mobile gaming and stuff like that. So my experience with how that all is might be a little bit different than yours. But before I get into everything, you can follow me over on YouTube and Twitter at Birdman778. Give a thumbs up on this video. Let me know something you're interested in seeing down below from Destiny Rising. Is there any characters you're interested in seeing, systems, stuff like that? Subscribe and become a member. Now let's jump right on into it. So as you're starting the game, you're becoming this character known as Wolf. Wolf is going to be kind of your base character in the game. This is very similar to games like Genshin Impact, where everything is going to be a character base rather than your own individual Titan, Hunter, or Warlock class. But the characters will kind of mimic those, classes in their own. So you'll be able to kind of play as you want depending on what that character is. But these characters also do have a ranking system on them. That's kind of part of the gacha game, part of the loot box aspect of the game. So if you are wanting higher tier characters, you're either gonna have to grind to get that or get lucky and get them from a specific chest or loot box or something like that. But starting off, they give you some pretty good mechanics to how to play the game, and so far I think it actually plays really nice. I really have no issue with it so far. You can play in first or third person, and I chose to just go with third person because it just kind of felt a little better. But as I am aiming in, it's going to do that first person view, which I personally really do enjoy. It actually works out really well. But again, third person is actually what I'm going to recommend the most for most people, kind of hopping in and just having fun. As you're progressing through, you're going to kind of figure out the new ability system of this game. And that's going to be with Wolf, you originally have just kind of a slicing solar attack that you do with a sword. Shoots out just kind of a solar blast at enemies that will scorch them, and as you do more damage to them, they will get more scorch stacks and stuff like that. Eventually you'll be able to unlock a slicing attack that recharges every single time that you get a kill with that slice, and then eventually you can have an even more devastating slicing blast, and then eventually what is known as your signature ability, which is pretty much your super for Wolf. That's going to be essentially just overcharging yourself. You can just run around, slice with your sword, and those abilities are going to recharge a little faster for you. But overall, I really like the combat so far. It feels really nice. The weapons actually feel really nice. I'm actually playing, again, like I said, on my iPhone Max, but I'm also using a backbone for this. So that's going to be that kind of controller that clicks onto your phone, and it plays really nice. I actually really enjoy it so far, and everything feels pretty buttery smooth. There is some aiming stuff where it's a little, definitely feels like a mobile game, but at the same time, I'm just pretty much used to just playing on PC. So there's a little bit of a learning curve there, but overall it feels really nice. Now there is a social space for this game, so you'll be able to run around and see other Guardians. There's going to be a bunch of different vendors and stuff like that, and so far the layout of it, I like. It's kind of just a giant circle more than anything, versus the tower where it was kind of I would say a tree more than anything, kind of a main trunk and then two branches off to the side. But overall, looks really cool. I like the characters so far. They seem really interesting. It's really cool seeing, honestly, just completely new characters running the show for everything. I'm not gonna try to spoil any really big story things, because obviously this is just alpha, and we'll eventually have a beta and then the full release of the game after that. But you'll be able to figure out the story and the lore and everything like that. If you're wanting to see lore stuff, definitely recommend checking out content creators like Byfe, who will absolutely be covering that for you. But again, social space so far seems really interesting. If you are able to play, I definitely recommend running around looking for these secret chests that are going to be around there, because it's going to give you currency that you need for later on in the game, for leveling and stuff like that. And really quick, just kind of talking about the characters. So far I have unlocked, obviously I have Wolf to start off, and I've also unlocked Kabar, which is another Guardian that you're gonna do. I won't show him on here yet, because again, I'm trying to avoid as many spoilers immediately as possible. I mean, I'm literally recording this within hours of it actually launching, so give a little bit more time for people to kind of jump in and see. But Overall, I think the characters are really unique. I think the skill trees seem pretty awesome so far. There's going to be a lot of cool stuff to mess with this game. It's going to essentially be like Destiny and Genshin, again, Genshin Impact kind of like combined together to create, you know, obviously that mobile game kind of feel. And again, all around, at least the characters wise, feel pretty nice. Overall, so far, my expectations coming into this, like if I had to give it a rating out of 10 before I started playing it, I was expecting it to be like, you know, a safe like 6 to 7. And so far, this is like an 8 or a 9. Like it feels really good. It plays really good. So far the mission pacing seems pretty interesting. Like I've even been able to drive around on a Sparrow already, and the Sparrow like on a mobile device is not bad whatsoever. So all in all, I'm pretty impressed so far. Again, this is an alpha, so that means it's only going to get better with time, ideally. But again, my only like concern so far, again, is going to be that gacha system, the monetization that goes into it. I'm definitely a believer of you're going to have monetization in a game to make it like really work, you know, especially when it's a free game like this. So I don't really have a big issue with that. But as long as it's not like how stuff when like Diablo Immortal was, where it just felt kind of, you know, kind of gross, kind of predatory in a way at times, I really won't have an issue. But again, so far, like a safe like 8 or 9 out of 10. This is ranking for me, and I'm enjoying it a lot so far. Thank you so much for watching. Again, if you are playing Destiny Rising, make sure you're commenting down below. Let me know how you're feeling about it so far. Also, let me know what like your specs and stuff are. I would love to be able to kind of get like a baseline of are people using like newer devices and it's running really well? Are people using older devices and it's slowing down? Something like that. I would love to just know for my own feedback to give to the developers. I actually am part of the Destiny Rising creator team, so again, I will say though, this is all my own honest reaction. I didn't get to play this before today, anything like that. So again, this is just raw, unfiltered, just kind of talking about the game so far. But again, let me know down below, give a thumbs up on the video, subscribe, become a member, and follow me over on YouTube and Twitter at Byrdman778. Guys, thank you so much. I hope you have a great night, day, or whatever it may be.